Okay. Rachel says, go, we go. We don't mess around. All right. Let's this. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand and do some knee hugs. All right. If your balance isn't great, you can take one hand, hold on to a wall, especially just waking up. Balance might be a little off. Just kind of hug that knee in. We've got 5 rounds today, 3 moves each round. We'll be doing each move 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Let's do 2 more. It is full body today. All right, let's do some arm swings. Just get the blood flowing. If you've got the mini loops, I've got my light, medium, heavy. You do not need them, but if you want to use them, have them nearby. We'll also be using some weights. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go into a squat, and then we're going to twist one arm in the back, one arm in front. So we're like an airplane with the arms. Might not be able to squat as low yet. It's okay. Getting the body prepped. Feel that nice twist. All right, let's do one more to each side. All right, now we're going to go take one leg. I'll take my left, reverse lunge, lateral lunge. All right, we'll keep alternating reverse lunge, lateral lunge. You can stay for a beat. Feel the hip flexor there, inner thigh here, hip flexor of this leg, inner thigh of this leg. Getting the legs ready. Everything's gonna work today. Last one here. And we'll do some jumping jacks. All right, if you're not ready to jump it out, step it out. All right, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, other side, we're gonna do reverse lunge, lateral lunge. Oh, this knee still hurts. Nice job. Keep going. All right, let's do this one and then one more. Reverse lunge, lateral lunge. All right, now we'll go into some high knees or high knee march or run it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, let's stand at the end of our mat. Can you see me? Yeah. Slight bend in your legs. Forward fold. Stay here for a second. Feel that stretch behind those legs. Walk out into plank. And from here, either on your knees or on your toes, we'll do 4 push-ups. All right? Get the chest and arms ready. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Stay in that plank. Widen those legs. Let's do 6 shoulder taps. All right? Opposite shoulder, opposite hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Now we're going to down dog. Push the floor away. Bring those heels as close to the floor as you can. Back into plank. Up to down dog. And plank. Alternate this just a few times. All right, one more time. Down dog, plank. Now walk your hands back. Sit in that forward fold for a second. All right, slowly roll up. We'll do a couple of shoulder rolls back, really exaggerate the move. Now a couple forward. Woo! All right. Let's get this party started. All right. I'm going to show you with the weight. And I'll show you with the band. I am going to have, I have to remember this. Okay. So my leg that's coming back has the weight. We're going to go reverse lunge. When you come back, upright row. All right. We're going to stay on one side. If you've got the band, I'm going to use my light one. I'm going to put it around my foot, right? Same hand, same foot. Wait, I'm lying. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Sorry about that. Band is in my left foot, right hand. Going back, upright row. So you want the light one because the band has to go pretty far. So if you don't have a light one, just use the weight, all right? So we're going to stay on one side. All right, my right leg is going back. Let's go. Reverse lunge, upright row, either with the weight or with the band. Reverse lunge, upright row. Nice job. Keep going. Someone's coming in. Keep that core engaged. Nice job. Upright row. When you come up, elbow is out. Palm is facing in. Almost there. 3, 2, rest. All right. Next move, I'm going to put the band around my thighs. I'm going to take a light weight. You can do this with weight or without. Jumping jacks. Right? I've got one dumbbell. I'm holding it by its heads. Or you can walk it out. I'm sorry, step it out. Again, with the weight or without. That 10 might actually be too heavy. I'm going to take 2 5s. And let's do it. You can have the band around your thighs or your ankles. I've got my medium on. And again, feel free to press it and step side to side. Still working the same muscles. Core is engaged. And you're breathing. 5, 3, 2, rest. All right, dead bug. If you have the band, woo, put it around your feet, bottom of your feet, around the soles and tops of your shoes. Legs are on tabletop. I've got my 5-pound weights. You don't have to use a weight here. Hands up, knees in tabletop. Opposite arm, opposite foot goes out. Or heel tap. You can heel tap the legs or kick the feet out. All right, this shirt, the knot is jabbing me in the back. All right, arms up, legs in tabletop. Opposite arm goes out and opposite leg. You'll have that tension if you're using the band around your feet. I've got my medium. Easy at 3 moves. Nice job. You're more than halfway. Make sure your knees are over your hips so you feel that core engaged. Rest. All right. Back to the top. Now reverse lunge with the other leg. Upright row with the other arm. All right, I'm going to switch back to my light band. Woo. I'm going to put it under my left foot. Well, my right foot for you guys, I think. So my left foot's going to go back. Upright row. All right. Reverse lunge. Upright row. With this move, you can even put the band around your thighs if you wanted to. And use the weight. I just wanted to use the band today for my arms. Used weights yesterday. Woo! Nice job. Nice form. Looking good. Almost there. 3, 2, rest. All right. I'm putting the medium band back above my thighs. Grabbing my weights. We've got the jack presses. All right, let's go. Even if you jack it out, you can do one arm up at a time and still keep the legs moving. Good job, we're halfway. Dead bugs is next. Three, 2, rest. All right. Dead bugs. I'm going to bring the band around my feet. Arms up, knees in tabletop. All right, so my knees are right over my hips. You guys can start. I don't want your knees in toward your chest. Right here is where I feel it. Now with the band, I'm trying not to move my knee to come in closer to my chest. It's a little harder, so I'm trying to push away. Make sure that lower back stays connected to the floor. Belly button to your spine. Rest. Woo! Nice job with that round. Take your break. Shake it out. Nice recovery here. Woo! I'll explain the first move of this round. I'm going to use bands, but I'm going to show you with the weight. So you'll do kickstand, one leg in front, one leg kickstand. Hold on, I'm thinking. You'll go down into a deadlift, row, and come back up. All right? You can bring the foot back in or keep it back. Deadlift, row, and up. Deadlift, row, and up. I'm going to use my medium band. I'm going to have it around my left foot and my right hand. I'm still going to kickstand, go down, row, and then stand up. All right? If you want to, float that leg and then row to work your balance a little bit. Feel free to do that. All right? So band The leg that the band is under is that front leg. It's going in the opposite arm. All right. So we're going to do this. I'm going to try and float the leg, but you can kickstand. Row when you're down there. Stand back up. So row when you're down there. Make sure it's the opposite arm to that standing leg that's rowing. So that leg that's kickstand or floating, that's the arm that's doing the row. Nice job. Core is in. Even if you try one or two, floating the leg. Woo! See, I lost my balance. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next move. I'm going to put the band. I'm trying to decide where I want to put the band. I'm going to put them around my ankles if you want to use them. All right, we're going to do 4 switch kicks. I'm sorry. Scissor switches into a squat jump. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feet together and jump. All right. I just have the band there for a little added tension. However many switch kicks, you can even stay here if you want, if you don't want to add the jump. All right. 3, 2, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another option is to just go into the squat on your toes. All right. If you don't want to jump, step back 4 and then squat on your toes. All right. I don't care if you mess up the number. Just do some scissor kicks, scissor switches, and then squat jump. All right. 3, 4. Rest. All right. I'm keeping the band around my ankles. Again, you don't need a band. You can be laying all the way back on the floor. Your hand under your glutes. Legs up. Bring them as low as they can without lifting your back off the floor. And flutter kick. All right. You can lift your head up. I'm actually going to go on my forearms and flutter kick here. So you can be all the way down. You can have your head up. Or come up to the forearms. Like I'm going to be right here. Core is in. Belly button to the spine. Legs out. So I'm pushing out on the band. So my legs are a little wider because I have the band. Woo! If I go up too high, I feel it in my hip flexors more. So I'm going to stay down. Flutter. Nice job. Core in, core in. I have to remind myself. 4, 3, 2, rest. Rest. Woo! All right. Now we've got the single leg row on the other side. I think these are my medium. Yep, still keeping my medium. So this time, remember the kickstand, the leg that's kickstanding or floating is the one with the weight or the band. All right? So we're going to kickstand that leg. We're going to go down, row, and stand. Deadlift, row, and stand. Or float that leg. This is, woo, my bad side. This is not my great side for balance. So I'm going to find a spot on the floor. I'm not going to float my leg up that high. I'm going to let my ankle wobble. Nice job. Core is engaged. Let's do one more. Rest. All right. This time I'm going to put the band around my thighs. We got the scissor runs with the squat jump. All right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat jump. Remember, you can also step back and go squat to toes. All right? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Use those arms. Get athletic with it. Last one. Woo! Flutter kicks. Band around ankles. I'm going to lay all the way back this time. Hands under my glutes. Core is in. My legs are up. Bring them down until I feel my core. And I'm fluttering. Woo! You can raise your head if you want. If you've got that band, your legs are going to be pushing against it. Nice job. More than halfway. Keep going. You got this. Less than 10. Rest. Woo! Second round. Done. Take your rest. Your recovery here. Grab a sip of water. I'll explain the first move. All right. This one, I'm going to put the band around my ankles. I may also hold a weight. So you can hold a weight. You can do this without weight. Woo! I'm going to hold the weight by its heads. And what we're going to do, let me see, squat. Okay. We're going to do squat. So feet are under hips. And then we're going to go into a split squat. So we're bringing kickstand. And we're going down into a split squat. If you have the band, squat, kick that leg out a little bit before you bring it out. Just so you're putting a little bit of tension on that band. All right? I am grabbing, I don't even know. 20 might be too heavy. 45 seconds is a long time. I'll try with the 20, holding it. You might have to hold it goblet. All right, so we're going to start. Squat, split squat. Woo, losing my balance. I'm holding my weight goblet because it's a 20 and mine are like, the heads are too big. It's uncomfortable to hold it by its heads. That front leg, the one that's staying put, should be burning. We're almost there. Whew. That booty of that standing leg. 3, 2, rest. All right. We're keeping that band. don't know if I want to keep it in my ankles or my thighs. All right, burpee with plank jacks. So you can, hands on the floor, step or jump it out. 1, 2 jacks, back in, either jump or just go on your toes, all right? I'm gonna try the band around my thighs. You can step it out. I'll show you that option here, all right? So let's go. I'll show you step it out, step out the jack, step it back in, and up on your toes, all right? I'm not doing a push-up. That's up to you if you want to. You got this. Take your time with it. Woo! Rest. All right. Next, standing crunches. I'm going to put the band around my feet. You can also keep the band, if you have it, around your knees. You can use one weight or two. I've got one weight by its heads. Weight is up, and we bring knee crunch. All right? Again, I'm going to actually go to my light bands. But again, just bring knee to that weight. All right? I've got a 10. You can also do this with no weight. But if you have it up above your head, bring that knee to meet the weight. Core is engaged. I do a little crunch here at the top, or in the middle, I should say. When you go up straight, you don't want to cave back here or round it too much, all right? Just keep it straight up. When that knee comes in, you can give a little crunch. Nice job. Those are your 3 moves. Rest. All right. Squat. With the split squat, I'm going to use my heavier band. I'm trying to think if I want to. I'm going to keep it above my knees this time. Try this one out. So again, I'm going to goblet the weight. Other leg now. Squat, split squat. All right? Grab that weight, however is comfortable for you, and let's do it. Squat. I'm going to kick out that leg a little bit before I go into that split squat, just to feel the adductors. Woo! All right, I forgot to do it there. I'm surprised I had any balance for the 4 hours of sleep I got last night. All that stuff affects me. Nice job. You're more than halfway. Three, 2, rest. All right, burpees with plank jacks next. I'm going to keep the band around my thighs, so right above my knees. Burpee, 2 plank jacks, and up. All right, let's do it. Again, feel free to step it out instead of jumping. That's always your option. Almost there. Don't give up. Woo! Rest. Woo! All right. Standing crunches. Grab that weight if you're using it. I'm going to go with mediums around my feet. Gonna do a little duck walk. All right. Raise those arms above your head and bring the weight to meet that knee. Or your hands to meet that knee. Now, because I have the medium band, my knee is only going to get so high. Belly button to that spine. You can go at my pace. You can go faster, slower. 3, 2, rest. Oh, I thought I missed a move. That went by so fast. Round 3. We're more than halfway done. Take your break. And I'll show you the next move in a second. All right. What am I using here? I think I'm going to take the heavies and put around my ankles. Kind of ankle shin area. Woo! All right. I'm going to grab my mat. So this is what we're going to do. First move. We've got 2 push-ups to 2 leg lifts. So you can do the push-ups on your knees. I'll show you one option, all right? On your toes, you'll do 2 push-ups and then the leg lifts. So balance. The leg is not going to go high. I don't want you caving it in or rounding it up too high, all right? You're squeezing that glute, and that's what is going to raise that leg. Especially if you have the band, the leg's not going that high. Modify on your knees, all right? So you're leaning a little forward, doing the push-up. Then you can get on all fours and lift one leg and lift the other, and then go to push-up, all right? It's up to you, or you can just stay in the push-up position, go onto your toes, and then do the leg lifts. I'll show you if you don't want to get on the floor. You can do this standing. You guys can start 2 push-ups. If you're standing, push a weight out twice, and then kick a leg back, all right? So if the floor doesn't work for you, take a weight, push it out twice, and then you're going to get on one leg, push out the other one. All right, little leg lift. That movement's coming from that glute. Squeeze that glute, and then lift that leg. All right? So I'm doing the push-ups on my knees, going on my toes, and lifting one leg, and then the other. Back to my knees. Rest. All right, next round, I'll get more of those in. All right, now I'm going to bring the band above my knees. We're going to do 4 butt kicks, all right? So you can step it out or run it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to face you. 180 jumps. Jump to the side, come back in the middle. 4 butt kicks. If you want option here, and then just squat, toes, all right? Again, I've got the band around my thighs, tops of my knees. So 4 butt kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 180 jump, 180 jump, get back to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. You can even 180 to the side and then to the front. So we're back to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump this way now. and front. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump this way. Back to the front. All right, so just switch sides. Rest. All right, bicycle crunches. We all know this one. If you've got a band, you can put it around your feet. All right? I'm going to switch mine to medium. You can keep your legs low or high. Just make sure that back stays on the floor. All right? Woo! All right. Legs in tabletop. Let's bring elbow to knee. If you have the band, push your part on it a little bit. I'm taking it a little slower to really feel it. Feel free to go at your own pace. If your feet need to be higher, do that. Make sure your back is on the floor. Rest. Woo! All right. We've got the 2 push-ups with the leg lifts. I'm going to leave my medium on here. I'm going to do this one with you. You guys can start 2 push-ups, 1 leg lift each leg. Standing or on the floor. I'm going to do the push-ups on my knees. 2 push-ups. Then I'm going to go on my toes, find my balance, and lift 1 leg and the other leg. Using my glutes, not my back. You will work that lower back a little, but I don't want you flailing that leg. Always have control of the movement. If the band makes it too hard, take it off. 3, 2, 1. All right. We've got the butt kicks. I'm putting a heavy band around my thighs. All right, butt kicks, 180 jumps. I'm going to start jumping this way. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in squat position. Jump, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat position. Jump, jump. Remember, modified. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat, toes, squat, toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat, jump, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat, jump, jump. One more time. 4, 3, 2, rest. Bicycle crunches. Meet me on the floor. Band around feet if you're using it. Pull against. Pull it apart a little bit. And knee to elbow. Opposite knee. Opposite elbow. Belly button into the spine. If your back isn't flat on the mat, raise your legs up or go into heel taps. All right? Almost there, less than 10. I think we just have one more round. One more set of movements. 3, 2, rest. All right, take your recovery. All right. All right, always make sure to get your sleep, ladies. I know we've got kids. That's not always easy. But this is hard because I didn't get much sleep. All right. Take your recovery. I'm going to take a sip of water, and then I will explain your first move of the round. Woo! All right. I'm going to use a medium band. Again, you don't need one. I'm going to put it around my thighs. I am going to hold a weight, probably at 15. That 20 was too heavy. Oh, no wonder it was too heavy. I was using a 25. Jesus, I need to look at my weights before I pick them up. All right. So you can hold 1 or 2 weights here. It's up to you. I'll probably hold 1. I'm going to curtsy with my right leg. And then when I come up, I'm going to tap my toe and do a leg abduction here to the side. So curtsy, side leg raise. All right. My goodness, I can't believe I was using a 25. All right. I'm going to grab an actual 20 for this, and I'm going to hold 1. Again, you can use 2 weights by your side. All right. I may actually goblet this. So let's go back with 1 leg. Come up. You can tap in the middle. Side leg raise. Curtsy, side leg raise. Same thing goes for this. Use that leg, that glute, to raise that leg. All right? Don't just throw it up there. Control it up and down. Nice job. It doesn't have to be a big lift to the side either. That standing leg should be burning, along with the side of the lifting leg. Rest. All right. I'm going to keep the band on my thighs. High knees here. All right? High knee march or run it out. Hopefully my band doesn't move. If it does, oh well. All right. High knee march. Or high knee run or high knee march. All right? You can bring the arms into the equation. Run those arms. Nice job. You guys got this. Keep going. Less than 10. 3, 2, rest. All right. Lateral bear crawls. I'm going to keep these mediums around my thighs. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Raise up on my toes, knees hover. Left leg and arm, right leg and arm. Walk to the side, and then the other side. If you want to do this standing, go into a squat position, and just walk to the side and the other side. You can hold a weight if you want also, if you're standing, but you don't have to. Woo! All right. I'm starting the timer. Lateral bear squats or standing. Stay low if you're standing. I want you so low. Pretend you're in a small attic. If you stand up, you're going to hit your head. All right? If you're on the floor with me, take your time. Head is in line with your spine, which means not looking up, not looking at your knees, looking in front of your hands. Yes, your quads are going to burn, so if you need a break, get down on your knees, then come back up. I don't care how many breaks you take, just come back. Rest. All right, guys, you're just going to do that one more time. So the curtsy to leg abduction. I'm going to switch this to my heavy. All right. So now we're going to curtsy the other leg. I'll grab my 20. My left leg is going back. All right. Let's go. Curtsy. I'm going to tap that foot for balance. In between. You can flow it if you can. If you have that balance. You can also hold on to a wall and just do the curtsy. The side leg raise. Woo! You're more than halfway. We got about 10 seconds left. 3, 2, rest. All right. High knees. I'm going to keep the heavies. We'll see how this goes. All right. High knees, run or march. Keep going. Another option, it's a little harder. I would put the light ones around my feet. But they have to be the light ones, at least for me. So you have a little more tension. Even if you step it out. Right? Woo! 5 more seconds. 3, 2, rest. Right. Lateral bear crawls and then you're done. Again, you can do this standing in a squat position, lateral squat walks, or lateral bear crawls. All right. Last move of the workout. Let's go. I know I started late. Try and keep those knees hovering just above the ground. Nice job. Woo! Core is engaged still. Less than 10. Need a little break. 3, 2, rest. Woo! We're going to start. We're going to cool down on the floor. So take a second. Meet me back on the floor. Get a sip of water. Wipe the sweat. I'm going to grab my mat. Couple of deep breaths here. When you're ready, meet me in child's pose. All right? Toes together, knees apart. Stretching the arms forward. Forehead on the mat. Keep breathing. Walk your hands to the right. So put your left over your right hand. Feel that left side stretch. Or right side, whichever you're stretching. All right, let's go to the opposite side. My right is going over my left. Nice job today. All right, let's come back into the middle on all fours, and we're going to thread the needle. All right, I'm going to bring this arm under my other arm. Stretch the back of that shoulder. Feel that nice stretch. You're reaching with that other hand. All right, let's come on up. Other arm goes under. Woo. All right, back up. On all fours, knees under hips, we're going to do cat-cow. We're going to put our chin to the ceiling, arch our back, and then round, change the chest. All right, so you move back and forth through these two moves at your own pace. Just going to do a couple of these. Let's do one more. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring one leg 90 degrees in front of me and the other one. So this knee is out from my hip. Both legs are in 90 position. Woo! 90-90 here. You can stay up here. Try to keep your hips square to this leg in front and lean over a little bit. Keep that foot flexed so you feel that stretch in that glute. All right. Nice job. Now we're going to switch sides. I'm going to do a little windshield wiper here. Other side. I'm going to adjust my hips. And I'm going to lean forward. Again, you can stay up here or you can go lower. Keeping this leg flexed. I feel it'll stretch a little bit more when this foot is flexed. Sit into it if you can. All right, now let's put the soles of our feet together. All right. Let's stretch those inner thighs. So in a butterfly position, I'm using my elbows just to push down a little bit on my knees to really feel that stretch. Let's take one leg, put it in front, keep this one in. If you can, reach for your toes, otherwise your shins or your knee. Fold forward, feel that stretch behind the back of the leg. Keep breathing. I love stretching my hamstrings. All right, other leg. My hamstrings are always tight. If you can grab your toes and pull them towards you, you can feel the stretch a little bit more. All right. Let's get on all fours. We'll go up into a down dog. Quick stretch here. Walk our hands towards our feet. Hang for a second. You can hug your elbows. Sway a little bit from side to side. Nod your head yes and no. Loosen up that neck. Oh, that made me dizzy. Slight bend in your knees. Slowly roll up. Couple of shoulder rolls and we'll do a quick quad stretch. All right. Let's grab one foot. Woo. Hold on to a wall or grab your earlobe of the opposite ear of the knee. Feel that nice stretch. Switch sides. All right, let's take a deep breath in and out, in and out.